Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this episode, we're going to be diving into our Burnout van project. We've got Sammy and Eddie up here helping us today. We are going to be extracting the 6-liter and 6-speed out of this thing, getting it ready for a stage 4 camshaft, a big old stall converter, a 2-step, a line lock, and some other goodies. We are going to be running an ACE to CFI system on this, so we're going to be taking out the stock ECM and harness. We're going to strip this thing down, get the front end off of it, work on getting this motor and trans out, and see what we can't get done today and how far along we can't get. We are going to work on getting a shifter and a set of seats ordered for this thing. Get rid of these 2 stock seats that are in it. We're going in for the gate, Sammy. The time has come to start on this project.
I was born, 6-gun in my hand. Behind a gun, I make my final stand. That's why they call me Bad Company.
Just pull it off the radiator instead. We'll just leave the hose on the motor. Sam, did you make this?
Yeah.
Can y'all tell it was an electrician's van? Hey look guys, we got the van in here. We're about to pull this 6.0 and 6-speed out of this thing. Start getting it ready for that stage 4 camshaft. Big old stall converter. Line lock, 2-step. All the goodies. We probably are going to have to run the stock truck intake for a little bit, but we will work on upgrading that for that high RPM stuff, because this thing's going to live life on the limiter. I don't know if y'all ever seen one of these, but that thing is back there. This thing's got a L96 6-liter in it, I believe, or an L94. I don't remember specifically, but I think it is a L96. I know it's a flat top piston 6.0 with rectangle port heads, 50-pound injectors. We've got a set of headers we're going to try on this thing. Hopefully there's enough room. I think there will be. And we've got a stock 4L60 to shove off in here from the junkyard to see how long it'll live doing burnouts. It is a 2500 van, so it does have a 14-bolt out back, which is a good thing because we're going to abuse the hell out of it. Sammy working on getting the doghouse out now so we can get to the back side of the motor. So we got the core support, radiator, condenser, all that stuff out of there. Back to that 6-liter. Sammy got the doghouse out. So we can access the back side. Start getting this thing ready to pull. Is that enough there?
Let's see what happens.
I got a better idea.
What's up?
You want to pull that valley cover and we'll just put that mid plate on it?
Yeah, we can do that.
Then we'll be able to hook it real low.
I feel like that'll probably be our best.
Okay.
This valley tense.
Rebel soul,
Dry bar.
deserters we are all. Chose a gun, threw away the sun. Down these towns, they all know our name. 6-gun sound is our claim to fame.
Maybe. Oh. Come back here. Yep. make a flashlight? You good?
Alright,
So far.
Alright, I'm pushing the other.
Yeah. Just give me a. What is that? Oh, that's a ground that goes up to the battery.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna be behind the compressor, so we probably won't be able to get that one. Alright, you free? Well, we can just push the van straight back. Woo! That'll work. Yep, and that right there is why it was $1,200. Swear on everything. That'd be the first ever.
Yeah.
It's because we left the plug wires on. Got the valve covers pulled off this thing. Not looking too bad. It's actually looking pretty good. I think we might go ahead and get Emma 6.0 on a stand. Yank some cylinder heads off, I don't know. Do this one and that one all at once. Alright guys, so we are up at the shop today. It is Thanksgiving 2024. But we celebrated our Thanksgiving with our family and friends this past Saturday. So today we're taking the day to try to catch up on some personal stuff and some shop projects, I guess you could say. So right now we've got the 6.0 out of the Burnout van. And we've got the 6.0 that came out of Panda. This is the first motor that Emma ever built by herself. And we're going to upgrade some things, make some changes, send the heads off, have them worked, put some good springs in it, chromoly push rods, a trunnion upgrade. She's got her a new camshaft to put in there. And we're going to stick this thing, get it freshened up and stick it off in something for her. This motor did drop a lifter in Panda. You guys might remember that from quite a few videos back before we went to LS Fest. That was when we decided, do we do cam and lifters in frame on this thing and spend some money on the spot and wait on parts, or do we just drop in this stroker motor that we had in the floor? So that's what we did. We just did a quick switch. This thing's been sitting on the floor ever since in its place. Now it's on a stand, and today she's going to get the heads off of it, get the cam out, pretty much tear it down to a short block. We're going to assess the bottom end, make sure there's no damage, wait on her parts to come in. Now as far as this thing, we're essentially going to do the same thing. We're going to strip it down to a short block. We're going to make sure everything's good. And then we've got a BTR Stage 4 LS1, LS2 cam that we're going to put off in this thing. It does have the 823 rectangle port truck heads. So that's a big step up from Cathedral port. So we're going to run those. We've got a trunnion upgrade, chromoly push rod, 660 springs. We're doing a VVT delete. We've got a new oil pump to put in it. We're going to kind of just go through, do our typical stuff, freshen it up. Disclaimer in this video, if you see us doing some junkyard, low budget stuff with this, it is because of the purpose that we're building it for. The whole goal in this entire project is to build something that we can take to shows, that's kind of got some wow factor and turns heads and just like kind of like, why'd you guys do that? But something we can pile our merch off in and drive to some shows and hang out, set up our canopies and just hang out. And in the same time, if we get a good chance, a prime opportunity, let this thing smash the limiter and rip some burnouts with a line lock and a two-step. We're going to get into this thing, get it tore down, while Emma gets into that one and gets it tore down. Let's dive into the day and get after it, see what we can't figure out with these things. Fingers crossed everything's in good shape on the bottom end on both of them, and these things are ready to go. And we can't remember if we put flat top pistons in Emma's motor or not, so we're like, fingers crossed it's got flat tops. Might have to make a slight upgrade for that particular build and application. But we'll get to that here in a little bit. Alright guys, so far so good. We've got the heads pulled off of the 6.0 out of the Burnout van. They are right here. And Emma's got the heads pulled off of her motor. As y'all can tell, we weren't lying when we say we just built this thing. That BTR cam in there. She said she didn't see any scoring on the lifters, so we're hoping that cam is still good. We're gonna start putting some goodies in this one. Start getting stuff cleaned up. Alright, so we got everything off this thing. This filthy animal. Get the cam out. Lifters are out, obviously. We got some dirt down here we gotta get out of it. Some trash. Clean these gasket surfaces. Start getting this thing ready to put back together. Alright, so we pretty well got this thing cleaned up, ready to go. Gotta blow the head bolt holes out. wipe it down one more good time, but for the most part, surfaces are clean. We got everything laid out over here. We got our gaskets. We were going to run stock head bolts in this thing, but we decided to go ahead and order a set of head studs for it. So we got those on the way. They'll give us a few days to be able to get the heads clean and get the springs put on. But we do have that 4X non-VVT cam gear and timing chain, oil pump, front cover gasket, head gaskets. Got our lifters. We've got a trunnion upgrade with new bolts. We got chromoly push rods. We got a set of valve springs. We got a stage 4 LS1, LS2 NA camshaft. Then there's our rear cover stuff. We got it laid out. All our gaskets and bolts and all that good jazz. Hopefully try to make some horsepower out of this thing. We do have to locate a front cover that has a non-VVT Gen 4 cam sensor in it. I think I've got one over there. It's almost go time for this bad boy. Alright, that big old bump sticks in there.